And we begin tonight with an exclusive from 12 News Investigates. This shocking video caught by a Ring camera shows a brutal assault of a patient at a Beaumont senior living facility. Some parts of the video are simply too graphic to share. Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Jordan Williams.
And I'm Brenda Matuti. Tonight we are hearing from the children of the elderly victim and their lawyer. As
Cameron Seibert reports tonight, they have filed a lawsuit against the facility.
Placing a family member in a senior living facility can be a difficult decision. You hope they'll be cared for and kept safe. But for relatives of a former patient here at Brookdale Dallin Oaks, they say he got the opposite. They say he was neglected and almost killed.
2 years ago, Hurricane Delta tore through Louisiana. It forced the Jinks family to evacuate. Their father, 80-year-old Charles Jinks, battles dementia. And with the chaos of an evacuation, his children felt it was time to get him professional care.
He just needed somebody there 24/7.
After some searching, they landed on Brookdale Dallin Oaks in Beaumont, an assisted living facility that specializes in memory care for patients like Charles with Alzheimer's or dementia.
We really wanted that because that's, he needed to be engaged often. He had to have something to do. He was very busy.
It felt like the right fit. A secure setting with trained staff 24 hours a day who would be alerted in case of an emergency.
You guys got the top line.
Oh no, we would do the best for Daddy.
Yeah. Why get the best for Daddy?
Because he'd have done the same for us.
Even with top-of-the-line care, the Jinks family wasn't taking any chances.
We just wanted more eyes, our eyes, on him.
They installed a Ring camera, and it's a good thing. A month into his stay, that camera captured the unthinkable. In the middle of the night, while Charles slept in his bed, another memory care patient entered his room. The staff nowhere to be found. For several minutes, the man roamed freely, leaving and re-entering multiple times. Eventually, he came back in with what turned out to be a weapon, the porcelain top to a toilet. And, in a moment too graphic to share, Mr. Jinks was brutally assaulted in his bed.
When I saw him hit Dad the first time, I didn't watch it anymore. I have never watched it again. I don't want to look at that anymore. Mad, angry. Somebody's not watching, not paying attention. Neglect, huge neglect.
Charles suffered facial fractures, a black eye, lacerations, and had 11 staples.
The ER doctor said that if Dad's head would have been turned more sideways and that happened, that it would have killed him.
Video shows after the assault, nurses were confused and slow to react.
We just checked on them at 410, so how this happened?
The Jinks family was disgusted by Brookdale's response.
They told us they saw the video and how horrific it was, but it was like they didn't take it into consideration what had actually happened. I mean, we thought it was just ungodly.
Cody Deshawn with Ferguson Law Firm in Beaumont is representing Charles and his children in a civil suit.
Well, when the family first came in my office, I didn't know there was a video. They showed me the video and I was alarmed. Quite frankly, I was angry and I wanted to fight for the family.
The suit is not against the elderly attacker, but the assisted living facility, alleging negligence by Brookdale and its staff on 20 counts. Things like allowing another resident to leave his own room in the middle of the night, wander through the halls, and then attack Mr. Jinks for several minutes. The case could end up being decided in private by an arbitrator, but Deshawn and his team believe it should be in the public eye.
I firmly believe if 12 strangers in this community looks at that video and watches it and hears Mr. Jinks' story, they would make Brookdale pay. They would send a message with their verdict that this kind of behavior cannot happen down here in Beaumont, Texas. It doesn't need to happen anywhere.
He says not only does the family seek damages, but systemic change and an apology from the company.
So we are not looking for some quick payday or some cheap settlement. What we do want is Brookdale to change. And most companies only change when you hurt their bottom line.
The Jinks family believes this should serve as a warning for others.
Our daddy deserves for this to be out there. and what they did and didn't do.
The family says the attack made memory problems worse for Charles. He's now in a new facility in Louisiana, closer to home.
We still have cameras watching him every day.
Brookdale's media relations team tells 12 News they're committed to a high level of quality care for residents. They told us, quote, "We cannot provide specific details of the situation. We can tell you that we take seriously our responsibility for the health, safety, and security of our residents. If a situation occurs involving residents, we respond quickly with the residents' well-being at the top of our priorities. We work closely with the family and we follow regulations by reporting to the applicable authorities and then work with them on any follow-up investigation of incidents. We reported to Texas Health and Human Services and were found in compliance with regulatory regulations. A decision on whether or not this case will be handled by an arbitrator is still pending." I'm Cameron Seibert for 12 News Investigates.